Welcome into Celtics Today. I am Will Scott talking about the latest Celtics rumors. And as you all know, it has been a wild week for the Boston Celtics, which is exactly why you should go down and turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. We're actually having a contest this month at Chat Sports, the month of July. How many subscribers can a channel get to turn on their notifications? Right now we're at 17.5%. The goal is 18%. Go down, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. There might be some big news that happens in the near future. And obviously the big news this week has been about Kevin Durant. So just to kind of briefly recap here, of course, we woke up a couple mornings ago to the news that the Celtics were aggressively pursuing Kevin Durant. Shams Charania of The Athletic and Stadium reported that the Celtics offered a package for KD. That included Jaylen Brown. And I think a lot of us were wondering, well, how do the members of the current Celtics kind of feel about what's going on? And we found out the answer to that last night. Jayson Tatum was at a movie premiere. He was asked by the media about the Kevin Durant trade rumors. Here is what he said. I played with Durant on Team USA during the Olympics. Obviously, he's a great player, but that's not my decision. I love our team. I love the guys that we got. We got two new pieces, Malcolm Brogdon, Danilo Gallinari. I love our team. I just go out there and play with my teammates. I don't put that general manager hat on to make decisions. I don't know if that report is true or not. I don't believe everything I see on TV. I've seen some bleep on me that was a lie. You never really know what's true or what's not true. And I think this is the perfect response for Tatum, because let's say Kevin Durant does get traded to the Boston Celtics and he was like, oh no, I don't want Kevin Durant. Then when KD does get traded potentially to the Celtics, that wouldn't be good. I want to hear your thoughts on Jayson Tatum's comments. Go down in the comments section and let me know. It is the pinned comment on today's video. Go and reply to it when you get a second. But again, I think this is the perfect response because, yes, he did praise Kevin Durant, but he also said positive things about this current team. He says, I love the group that we have. He didn't want to say, well, yeah, we can get better, or, oh, no, I don't want Kevin Durant. He kind of gave a neutral response saying, I like Kevin Durant, but I also like the guys that we play with. And, of course, last month, Kevin Durant requested a trade from Brooklyn. It was, a Brooklyn Nets team that was kind of in disarray the entire season. James Harden was traded mid-season. Now Kevin Durant has requested a trade. Of course, that Shams report that Boston offered a package for Kevin Durant. The Nets declined it, and then they countered, Nets wanting Marcus Smart plus more draft picks. So Tatum is asked about all of this at the movie premiere last night and gave a very positive response. I was very impressed by Tatum's remarks. And again, it has been widely reported, that Tatum is off limits in any Kevin Durant trade. There is no shot the Celtics trade Tatum. However, Jaylen Brown, they have offered him in a trade to Brooklyn. Here is what the Celtics offered. Celtics receive Kevin Durant. Nets receive Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and a draft pick. And, of course, this package was declined. The Nets prefer to have Marcus Smart in a deal, as well as multiple draft picks. And keep in mind, the Nets gave all those draft picks to the Houston Rockets last year in the James Harden trade. They want to acquire some draft capital because right now they have zero draft capital, and it feels like the Nets always don't have any draft picks. Obviously, they traded all those picks to the Celtics a while back. And then they want a rotation player as well, probably Peyton Pritchard or Derek White in that deal. The Nets want that. I want y'all to go get this, a Jayson Tatum jersey. Chatsports.com/Tatum. Go and support our guy JT, who was supporting his teammates last night at the movie premiere, delivering those remarks to the media. Go support Jayson Tatum. Chatsports.com/Tatum. Tatum is not going to be traded. You don't have to worry about buying this jersey and then JT getting traded. That's not going to happen. That link is in the comments and the description of this video, and I'm told by my bosses that the sale we're offering you is not going to last long. It could expire on August 1st. Go and take advantage of it the last couple days of July. Chatsports.com/Tatum. Here's what Jay King reported in The Athletic this morning. It was a very interesting article, some new information. the Celtics can offer the best possible player in a deal, and I've spoken to a couple of rival executives who think they would probably balk, at least initially, at adding another young starter to that package. Smart just won Defensive Player of the Year. Robert Williams III has established himself as a top young center whose value holds up deep in the playoffs, at least when he's healthy enough to be on the court. There would be significant pieces to give up on top of Brown. Even Derek White, who the Celtics have already offered, according to Shams Charania, is a helpful player on a valuable contract. Would a package of Brown, White, and several first-round picks or swaps be enough to get a deal done? Maybe not. There should be a lot of competition for Kevin freaking Durant. Jay King stealing the words out of my mouth. But again, the Celtics know they have a contender. They shouldn't be desperate in these talks. And I think the question that a lot of us have right now is, does it make sense for the Celtics to trade for Kevin Durant? We're going to get to that in a second. First, I want to hear from you. Where do you think KD gets traded? Here are the four teams that Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN said have offered packages for Durant. Obviously, Golden State has been linked. New Orleans has been linked. Portland has been linked. But these are the four teams that have been most aggressive. Type BOS if you think he gets traded to your Boston Celtics. Type MIA if he gets traded to our rival in the East, the Miami Heat. Type TOR for the Toronto Raptors, or type PHX for the Phoenix Suns. I really don't think it's realistic that he gets traded to the Suns at this point. However, Toronto, Boston, and Miami appear to be three teams still very much in pursuit of Kevin Durant. But like I said, does it make sense to trade for Kevin Durant right now? Because the group you have is really, really solid. Here's what Chris Forsberg said on NBC Sports Boston this morning. One of the common refrains we heard in Las Vegas at the Summer League from executives was this: if the Celtics had their current roster in June, they would probably be NBA champions. So the Celtics came this close to winning the NBA Finals. They were up 2-1. I think all of us watching Game 4 were confident they were going to win that game as well. Instead, Golden State comes back, ties the series at 2, and the Celtics were deflated after that. The Warriors go on to win in 6 games, but this is a very much improved Celtics team. They add Brogdon, they add Gallinari. So does it make sense to trade for Kevin Durant right now? Because when you look at this current starting five, it is one of the best starting fives in the league. Marcus Smart, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Robert Williams III, Al Horford. And then you look at the bench very impressive as well. Obviously, Nesmith and Tice were traded to Indiana, but now you have Gallinari and Brogdon that you're adding to the fold. This group is good enough. I think this current group can win a championship this year. I do not think you need to trade for Kevin Durant. However, when you're looking at the short term, Durant does make you better this year. Is it riskier long term? Absolutely, because JB is 25. Kevin Durant's going to be 34 by the start of the season, but a Durant trade would make your team better right now. I don't know if, it'd make you better 3 or 4 years from now, but that's not what Brad Stevens is thinking about right now. He's thinking about next year, what he can do to win a championship next year. Now, again, I think they can do it with this current group, but Durant would certainly make them a little bit better. Do you want to trade for Kevin Durant? Type T for trade or type P for pass down in the comments section. Go down and let me know what you think. And again, go down and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. And thanks for watching Celtics Today. Appreciate you all watching and subscribing to the channel. It's going to be a big couple of days ahead with the Durant rumors. Hit that big red subscribe button so you don't miss anything.